speaking today with Ronald Shannon Jackson, who has been playing music for some time. He's worked with Charles Mingus, Ornette Coleman, Cecil Taylor, and Albert Ayler in the past, and currently has a group called the Decoding Society. Shannon, could you begin by explaining a little bit what your current music is all about these days?
Yes, good afternoon to everyone. My music is very contemporary, but more than that, it is a reflection of the past, the tradition of jazz and blues, a lot of jazz and blues combined. It deals with the elements of rock, it deals with the elements of classical music, all at one time. And a lot of different folk music, a lot of African rhythms involved, with the foundation totally being from a viewpoint of swing. One of the masters of jazz, the person I really admired the most, is Duke Ellington. He had the statement, "It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing." And as a drummer, whatever genre of music I'm playing, it has to have the swing.
Is it easy for a musician, a jazz musician, to swing, or does it require a lot of preparation, of hours and years and so forth, of different kinds of preparation to be able to really swing?
It doesn't necessarily require a lot of time and years. For instance, a good example of that would be Wynton Marsalis, young Tony Williams when he came on the scene. Any of the musicians who come on the scene at a very early age, I think it's more or less an embodiment of concept. Once one understands it's more of a conscious matter of just doing, taking the action, direct action, as opposed to limiting oneself and say, thinking about what's going to happen. To really, it's like when you go to the beach, you know the water's cold. You can stand there for a half hour dipping your foot in, but to go in and jump in. And in this, the same way with young people in terms of swing, it's something that develops actually when young people practice enough to realize that once they begin to breathe a certain way, they can pick up their horn if they realize that breathing a certain way or doing things a certain way gets them to that point. It's the same in a person's mind as one knows when one has a limit saying doing anything. If you drink too much water, you know. So